Righty then, so we have some white chocolate. Now I love white chocolate, and some of the cheap white chocolate can taste nice. This is 30p, so all of the Miss Molly's cheap chocolate range from Tesco's, they've got dark milk, and white is 30p. It's what they always had with the, what was it called, the Tesco Savers, was it? Whatever their cheapest version is, they're just rebranding them to Miss Molly. I don't know who Miss Molly is. She's more than likely a made-up person, just like all those farms that you see on the made-up product, on the meat products that are made up and all that kind of stuff. So they're just making up names. Miss Molly's Treat Store. I think they're trying to make it seem a little bit more fancy rather than going for the cheap look of black and white like they used to in their packaging, which is fair enough. It's, at the end of the day, it's the taste that matters most. Yeah, so I like the 30p chocolate bars. Most of the supermarkets do a 35p bar, something like that, and I like the taste of cheap chocolate as much as I like the more higher end green and blacks, Lindt and all that kind of stuff. Oh, I love the cheap chocolate too. Sometimes cheap chocolate doesn't taste nice, sometimes it does. So we'll see. The one thing I'm expecting from this white chocolate is not for it to have like a hotel chocolate creaminess taste. No, I don't think it would taste like that. I think it would be more of a, maybe a bit more like the Milky Bar, that kind of thing, which I like, but obviously isn't quite as creamy. So yeah, I've undone it already because I'm doing it with one hand. So I ain't got my tripod with me. It was always going to be difficult. So yeah, so you usually find that cheap white chocolate is actually not white, it's yellow. I don't know if that will pick up very well on my phone that I'm using, but I can see in front of me it's more yellow tinged than white. But you know, for 30p, as long as it tastes half decent, can you really complain? I was going to break it up a bit more, but I think I'm just going to go in with that. Here we go. By the way, I've never tried this white chocolate from Tesco's. So, honest, exclusive first opinions. That is nice. I'm impressed with that. As I said, it's not obviously ultra creamy because it's only 30p. You don't expect that. And using the cheap stuff, they use like semi-skim milk rather than like cream, so it's never going to taste as creamy. Ingredients: sugar, cocoa butter, dried whole milk. Oh, I use whole milk. Okay. That's probably why it's got a little bit more creaminess than I was expecting. Yep, I'm impressed with that. For 30p, that tastes like white chocolate. And you know what? It hasn't got horrible aftertaste. Sometimes cheap chocolate leaves a really nasty aftertaste in your mouth, I've noticed. And this hasn't got that. It's got no extra tang. It's just got a nice sort of, yeah. I had a Milky Bar recently. I used to really like them, and I thought they didn't taste as nice as they used to. Still nice, but not as nice. And I would say maybe this tastes better. So 30p, that's an absolute bargain. Well done, Miss Molly, or Tesco's, as you really are.